In this step, we're going to be attaching the sway bar arms, which are these pieces, to the sway bars. Now that we've attached the sway bar drop link to the control arm and the sway bar drop link to the sway bar arm, and we've gotten our hind joints pretty much by eye about 1/4 inches out on each side of the swage tube, we should be able to put these sway bars on together. But what's important is you'll note that you want the sway bar to be at the same angle against level on both sides, and that happens by indexing these spline surfaces the same. So what we're going to do is before we place it on, you need to get the bolt on there and get it prepped. And so the bolt needs to go from the bottom up because the head of the bolt is thinner than the nut that goes on the top, and there is a very tight tolerance for clearance. So you come from the bottom up, and then you put a washer in between the head of the bolt and the sway bar arm. Then you put a washer on the top, and then you put the nylon lock nut over it. And then you bring it up to the index surface, and if you're close, you should be able just to slide it right on like I've done right there. If you have any trouble sliding it on, you could take the swage tube and you can rotate it with your hand because it's got equal and opposite threads on both sides, and that should allow you to raise it up a little bit or a little bit down in order to be able to get it there. Then what you want to do is you want to look across the chassis and see what your partner on the other side has done with their sway bar to see if they look the same, and to verify at the same angle, to verify, you can pass a level through over the top of the steel braided brake lines, and you mate the level to the exact same surface on each sway bar. And so in this case, what we're doing is we're coming up to the, and basically what you look is to say, are you about to the top of the third hole, Mike?
Yeah.
Okay, so what we're doing is 1, 2, 3 holes down. You're looking across to see the same distance to the top of the hole on each side, so like about 1/4 of an inch, and then you look and see whether it is level, and you can see that the level is level, and that means that these are indexed the same. So you'll see when you look here, 1, 2, 3 holes down and about 1/4 inch down, I place this, and I'm looking across and I can see he's about 1/4 inch down on the third hole, and then we look at the bubble on here and the bubble says level, and that tells me that our sway bar is indexed. Then what you do is you pull out the level and you take your dead blow hammer. You want to pull the level out from that side? Thank you. And then you tap it down until you can see the C-clamp, the snap ring groove exposed on the end right here, and then you take your snap ring pliers.
They're right over there next to me. Coming over.
Snap ring pliers. You get them in the right setting in order to be able to open up a snap ring. And what you want to do is, just for beauty's sake, you'll take the opening of the snap ring and try to make it match the opening that is in the back of the sway bar. Get the rear end of it engaged. And then let it snap into place. And there we go. And do it on both sides.